are gonna go pick some wild blackberries. The mother load, look at all these. Boom.
Boom.
Probably got bugs in it, but I'm gonna have to do it. It's a little tart. Hello, hope you guys are having a good day. I'm glad you're here. I'm Chrissy with Paragon Ridge Ranch, and today we're gonna be doing some fun stuff. This right here are some hatching eggs, so I'm on my way to go meet a gal from Owasso that has a broody hen. So she wants to put these eggs under her broody hen. So she's getting some crusted cream egg bars and some Wells Summers, and I threw in an extra little green egg just to see if she likes it or not. But I'm gonna go meet her, and when I get back, we're gonna do something fun that I like to do, and it's only once a year around here, and today's the day. We had torrential rains today, so I was just checking the garden before I go, and you could see that lots of my plants are kind of blown over. I have a whole row of sunflowers that look like they're just facing the north now. I hope once the sun comes up, it actually straightens them up. But everything else looks okay. My peppers are pushed over just a little bit. Everything, the sunflowers over here look good. The peppers over here look good. Here we go. We are gonna go pick some wild blackberries. Our first stop is the pond right in front of the house. It's a pretty cool like little pond for wildlife and wild berries. So there's a couple things I want to share with you. When you are going foraging, or especially for wild blackberries, there's a few things you need to know. Number one, wear a hat, pull back your hair. There's so many thorns in the wild blackberries that your hair and everything will get kind of pulled in it. So this will keep it up and out of the way. Number two, wear long sleeves. Now today, I'm gonna wear these Farmer Defense garden sleeves, so that's gonna protect my arm. Number three, wear thick pants. So I've got some jeans on today. Number four, boots. Wear boots. Number five, tick spray. You have to use something with DEET. You need to protect yourself from ticks because they carry all kinds of nasty diseases. One more thing I wanna show you is, this is my little collection bucket. I tied a shoestring on it. It's Parker's ice cream bucket, and this is gonna free my hands so I can pick berries and have two hands putting it in there, which means it's gonna maximize my time and let me get berries faster, collect more in the same amount of time. Few things to remember whenever you're looking for wild blackberries is you're not the only one in the forest or on the property looking for them. Mice, rabbit, birds, where there's mice, there's snakes. Everything else in the world likes to eat wild blackberries just like you do. So make a lot of noise when you're walking up to your favorite bush or your favorite area. Be loud, say a few things, scream a little bit, pretend you're a Sasquatch in the woods. Just make sure that there's no wild animals around you. That will help protect you as well. The year before last, we found that this whole bed, this whole berm of pond we made here is all blackberries. It is very early. It's only, I think, June 3rd, and we already have blackberries that are all ready to be picked. See them here? So we are gonna go from bush to bush. See them back over there? And we're gonna collect as many as we can today. Now, I do need to tell you one more thing. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you drink plenty of water or bring water or any kind of cold beverage with you when you do this, because generally when the blackberries are ripe, it's pretty hot outside. I'm very lucky. We had so much rain and storms this morning. It's kind of cool. I would say it's probably 75. It's very humid, but it is not hot. Now I know that you already know why I chose these ones, because they look tropical and they remind me of the beach, and they're super awesome. So they have rubber right here to help them stay up on your arms, and then they have these like little thumb holders that help them stay on so they don't slip down past your hands. So let's collect some wild blackberries. Now, whenever they're ready and ripe, as soon as you touch them like so, you just pull up and it comes off clean. These are working good. I have not gotten zinged or zapped by any of these crazy thorns that are on these bushes yet. There's some hidden back here. I do want to show you something real quick. This is a ripe blackberry. This is not a ripe blackberry. See how this is more of like a wine color and this is more of kind of a blackened purple? It is not terrible if you were to pick a few of these to use if you're going to make jam. And let me tell you why. The unripe wild blackberry has more pectin in it than the ripened blackberry does. When you add this while you're making your preserves, your jams, your jellies, this helps it set up faster. So throw a couple of those in your bucket too. That one's just a little too far gone. Oh, I hit the mother load. Look at all these. This is so awesome. Such a great day to do this. I'm so excited about some more blackberry jam. The boys really liked it. I made it a few years ago before we got busy with the feed store. And ever since I've had more time, I've discovered so many more blackberry bushes. Jeremy has them logged into his GPS right here. So if you follow us and you watch some previous videos, you know that he said he will remember where they all are for me. I'm gonna hold him to it. It's gonna take me a long time to gather enough to make some preserves. Doesn't look like any of these have any flowers or any fruit on them. This is all blackberries right here. They look like they're pretty young plants. Oh, look at that thicket right there. I bet you there's bound to be some back there. These young bushes don't seem to have any. Okay guys, making noise. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. There's nothing here, but there's some blackberries. Look at them all. Oh my goodness, there's lots of ripe ones in there. I found a whole bunch over here. We'll just start picking away. Lots of thorns, you guys. But these sleeves are working really well. That thicket was getting a little too close to the little bitty pond, so I'm gonna keep walking back this back path here and just look for more trees that are a little more mature, that seem to have berries on them already. And then I've got about 5 other places that we need to go. So I do see a whole bunch. They're back here and back over there. I cannot crawl through all this to get to those, and I'm not going to. So Jeremy cleared some of the area by the front entryway coming up our driveway and up the hill yesterday, and he left me a few berry patches. I think he left 3, which means a lot because he loves to have all of his property cleared. He likes to have a nice mowed looking yard, which doesn't happen out here in the country, but he left those spots. They do look terrible, but at least he knows that he'll get a benefit. He'll get a nice little blackberry benefit from it. Let's head over to the front driveway and we'll check out those 3 patches. Jeremy's taking care of the chicks today so I can get some blackberries. Want to see what I got so far?
Yeah. How's your sleeves?
Oh, they're amazing. Seriously, feel them. Cool. They're working so good now. I forgot that you do get thorns in your fingers. My finger hurts a little bit right there. But okay, I got about 3 pounds so far.
Oh, I bet.
3 pounds. You ready?
Yeah. You need like 3 berries?
I got like 3 ounces or 3 berries. Hey, it's a start.
It is.
I think the whole recipe calls for for 2 8-ounce jars, it's 2 cups.
2 cups.
So that's not much, but I hope to have 27 cups because I want to make an army amount of preserves.
Yes.
So I'm going to go down to those cute little patches you left for me.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to pick there. It got a little too deep. Like I had to get too down by the pond.
But there's a lot of bushes up there, isn't it? Berry
yeah,
bushes.
but they're like way down. Like I'd have to go like swim through the stuff to get to.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Have fun. Thanks for doing that. So this is the first patch. That's the second patch. And over there is the third patch. I think I'll just park here. And then I could just walk from patch to patch, of course, because they're just not very far apart. You know, unless I fill this up too much, I have to go back to the house for another bucket. But let's get to picking. Probably got bugs in it, but I'm gonna have to do it. It's a little tart. A little tart. Ooh, it's tart. We've got more. That's always good. Let's move on to the next spot. That was it for that patch. Let's go on to the third patch. Now this is the main patch that since we moved in here that we've used for almost all of our blackberry picking until I found the places in the back, which hopefully Jeremy will take me to when he's through with all my chicken chores. So sweet of him to get that done for me today. Pretty thick and deep. I just saw a bunny run in here. I don't see any fruit like at all. Now there's a higher population of birds down here because Bonnie and Bear don't let any birds land up by our house. I just don't really think that they've probably bloomed yet. There's one more spot that I just remembered. It's down here by the little pond. We don't ever go down here unless the kids want to perch fish. I'm gonna see if it's washed out from all that water, but let's go down here and see if those blackberries are ripe yet. Well, the water's certainly going over the creek. A little gully is what I call it. So I'm gonna go over our little rock bed here. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Now, this is a cute little pond up here to the left. We've done some videos there before, but the blackberries are on this trail back here that we completely blocked off whenever we started coming to the property, because this is how a lot of trespassers came in. They go in here because they've been doing it for many, many years. So Jeremy's felled trees and completely blocked it so people can't go up there anymore. So my first initial look is there's a lot of blackberries over here, a lot over here. So let's get our bucket. We'll get our bucket on. That's weird, huh? Let's get our bucket on. I'll tell you what, this little bucket is really handy. Let's take that top off. There we go. Take our little berries and let's go over here. Look at this. They're beautiful. We'll take that little one for some extra pectin. I could hear a little waterfall or creek back there. But what I don't know is where all those other berries were, because I asked Jeremy to mark it on as like Onyx Hunt app or whatever it's called, so he'll remember in his head. So I've got to go see if he finished our job. We usually work on things together for the chickens every single day. For the hatchery, one of us does babies and one of us does big ones, just so we have good biosecurity. But today he's doing it all. So I kind of feel bad, but I'm kind of happy that I'm not doing it. It's a chore, you guys. It's a lot of work to take care of hundreds and hundreds of chicks. Let's go see if he's done, and if he wants to go have a beer with me and go back to the back of the property, about a mile back, kind of where we saw that clearing on our private property. That one video that I posted, I think, is also when we found the blackberries. So let's take a look and see if he's done and see if we can head on back there. To see if you'd like to have a beer with me and take me back to, you remember that special GPS in your noggin?
Yeah.
Those blackberries?
Yeah.
I was wondering if you'd take me back there. Are you through with all the animals?
Yeah.
Did you see Sausage Nugget?
No.
Did you see Blondie?
She's not up here. Yeah, Blondie's here.
Did you see Baby Cow?
No. Yeah, he's right behind you.
Oh. There's my baby. Baby Cow. Isabella. Baby cow. They're so beautiful. All right, you want to be the driver?
Yeah, I don't trust your driver.
Okay, I'll move over.
Oh, still only about an ounce.
I know.
But it looks good though.
I mean, they're beautiful.
Yeah, have you ate any?
Yeah, it was pretty sour. You want to eat one?
Not right now.
Here, I'll pick a beautiful soft one. Just do it.
Good.
Sweet, sour?
Yep.
Okay.
It wasn't too sour.
Okay, mine was sour. Like good. Like very, very tart.
It's good.
Very tart.
Make my mouth turn blood red.
I know, my fingers.
Yeah.
Make a lip pucker. Knocked over the grass and stuff.
It was high. Wasn't
Yeah. It was a lot of water. Oh, your GPS in your head
it? Yes.
tells us what?
We're almost there.
Okay. I know it's back in this area. I just don't know exactly where it was.
Actually, we're in a soft area. Let me put her in four-wheel.
Oh.
We're in four-wheel drive. Oh, so see, there's some here.
Yeah, I know there's some right here. Yeah, those are all eaten up. They're all dry. I know there's some where the street comes out, but it was a whole new area. See, those are all dried up. There's some right up here. Okay, those aren't ready yet.
Something's eating them.
There's a couple right here. If you move forward, I'll get these. Found some right here. Just a few. I mean just a few. We're going to put them in my handy dandy bucket. And then there's some more. Oh, here's some back here. There's some more over there. But anything to add so I could at least have a batch of at least 2 jars of jam, because that's just not very much at all. It's weird how like different parts of our property are kind of like in different seasons or like different weeks of the progression of the season. It's so weird. So back here, some of the plants are still growing. Like, look at this one. It's still growing. It has no flowers. It's got no blackberries on it. Some of them are still pink, and then some are black. It's just weird. Did you see my handy dandy thing I made?
Yeah, I seen that. I'm like, what's it all about?
That's what that's about. How awesome was that? Look. Boom.
Boom. Need to patent that.
I was going to use a coffee, one of the empty Folgers plastic things, but this had a handle, and this is a strap that came out of one of the kids' hoodies. I was like, this will work. Familiar with this area.
So we need to go up that way, but I honestly don't remember. That was the blackberries I remember you telling me to remember.
I knew those were there. Every year I know they're there. You said that you would remember. Do I need to pull the video up to remind us where it was? Will you see it?
Yeah,
No?
if you show me where it was,
Okay.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of blackberries back here. That's all a briar. Did you see that? I didn't know that was...
I'm driving.
I didn't know. I knew about these right here because we picked them last year, but I did not know there was a whole briar. Mark that on your map for me so I can go there and get blackberries.
It's marked on my map in my head.
Okay, so you know exactly where that is?
Exactly.
Okay, so come June, July, you'll bring me Tony back here and me and her can pick some blackberries.
They're
We
little.
reviewed the footage.
And I remembered, and you was like, no, that's not it, but it was it.
So it was like a whole bunch back
there's
in
something-
there,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And this is right where I just picked, but it was back in there that I had said, oh, it's a whole orchard of blackberries, but I'm not seeing it now, are you?
Well, no, it's a lot greener.
Those are like
probably.
dead. I can't pick those. They're all dried up and shriveled. We found them and they're all the way back there, and it just looks like dead briars with a little bit of like dried up fruit on them. I'm gonna go back there and check it out and hopefully get more. So this is what I have now. I'll show you what I get after I get back from that jungle over there. It's thick back here. Oh, I found one. Oh, you know, my jeans, the prickers are getting my jeans more than they are my arm pad thing. My arm sleeve. Oh, it's soft. Ow, it's on my leg. I think I'm done. They attached to my jeans. I'm ready to go home.
You ready to go home? Well, thank you.
Love you.
Will you say that again?
I love you.
Okay. Yeah. Whoops.
Thanks for not remembering where my blackberries were.
I
You promised
remember.
whatever. I had to re-show the footage.
And I was right. Flower.
Oh, you could call me Flower if you want to. I think that's it. I think this is it for the night. I think I'm done. I think that's 2 cups.
That's more than 2 cups.
Okay. So I can make 2 8-ounce jars or 4 4-ounce jars with this much. And we don't use pectins. Remember earlier I was saying it's okay to pick some of the lighter colored non-ripe, has extra pectin. So we do not use pectin. We just use blackberries and we use sugar, no pectin. And that's how we make our jam. So this is our jam.
Jam it up.
It smells sweet. It smells like a cobbler. All right, I guess let's go home and process these babies. Well, I didn't have enough blackberries to make any blackberry jam. I did want to share that with you. So what I'm going to do is I've washed them and I've dried them overnight in the refrigerator. We're going to put them on some freezer paper and put them in the freezer to freeze. We can then use this plus more that we'll get in the next few weeks and make the jam then. And I'll be sure to show you how we do it and bring you along. Thank you so much for joining us today and coming on our adventures all over the property looking for wild blackberries. It was a wild ride, wasn't it? If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. And go ahead and hit the dingle bell. It'll alert you every time we upload a new video. We hope you have a great night. Bye-bye.